Welcome to Emerge 111. I'm here tonight with Chris Romano, beginning the movement, a group of creators that come together as humanitarian efforts committees, volunteers. We're all volunteers, but we also all have a lot to bring to the table. So I wanted to get at least enough content that I can edit in little bitty clips and then share whatever you guys agree to because it's your content. I'm just your film person, correct? At the
Yeah.
moment, I'm your film person. So the film is called Emerge 111. It's all about uplifting each other, welcoming everyone home to a new earth where everyone is welcome as long as they're willing to let go of their old ways. And we have very strict rules when it comes to harming others, which is don't harm others unless it's absolutely necessary to protect another's life. And everything else that we do is treating others as we wish to be treated. In divine law, that's the beginning stages, correct? Chris, is that
Yeah.
correct? What
Yeah.
and your understanding of this? Divine law starts with do not harm others and then treat others as you wish to be treated. That's like the two number one rules to start with.
The
And
golden
then
rule.
golden rule number one, don't harm anyone intentionally. If you accidentally harm someone, please make up for it immediately, or you would regret it for the rest of your life because you could ruin or lose a very important person just by not apologizing for your mistake. Correct? But if you didn't do anything wrong, there's nothing to apologize for, which is why you always say, don't say sorry unless you are. But that second one, treating others as you wish to be treated, to me is like the most important aspect of the movement because it's all about paying it forward, praying it forward. If you have 100 cans of beans and your neighbor has none, then you need to look out for your neighbor and at least give them some. That's how I work. I've been that way my whole life. I've been a street minister for 33 long years. And it might be more than that now that I'm 50 because I forget my age a lot, but who cares, right? It's all about the movement. And if we can bring people together just by you and I talking right now, and I share this video as the opening, this is our invitation to my friends, my family, and anyone that wants to join the movement because the whole point is transparency. We're recording regular. We're not actors. We're not being paid to do this. We're actually giving our time, our energy, as well as our what? Our materials. I have plenty of materials to donate just as you do. But when we join our materials together, it's going to bring millions to the movement. I mean, we could do this overnight by Monday. Like, what's today? Thursday? Yeah, we
Right.
could
Right.
do it like easily by Monday morning and have all million of those products sold by me just jumping in my truck and coming up there with my film and let's do it. Nothing is
Wait,
stopping
however, it's not about just
us
selling it. It's not about just selling it.
from donating it or
It,
trading it, you said?
it no, it's well, donating, giving it away, selling it. It's like that. I don't care which way it goes. The only thing that the thing I do care about is that we're gonna sell it. We're gonna donate it. We're gonna trade it with purpose. With purpose.
Well, everything of value goes to the movement. So if we were to do an auction, that would only increase your finances for road travel and paying our missionaries because you and I both know it's going to cost me a good what couple thousand not a couple thousand, it'll probably cost me like three or four tanks of gas, and my tank of gas cost me like $100 each. So if it cost me 400 in gas to get there, it would be worth it to me to get a $400 gas card in exchange for, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, just to be able to do this. Because I'm not asking you to pay me to do this. I'm saying I can help, but I might need gas money if I was
All right, right, all right,
to
right,
do
right,
this
right, right,
regularly. Because
right.
obviously I'm on medical care, not Medicare, but I need medical care with my IV therapy for me to be able to function while I'm restoring my body. I'm willing to work, is all I'm saying. Because I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, I can't do anything. I can't lift anything right now until my spine heals. but that doesn't mean I can't hire help or get a volunteer to help me load a truck when I pull up with it. I don't have a problem getting help or paying people for day labor because that's what they need to survive. We can't expect people to, work if they don't have food, but if somebody works for trade for food or I mean, I know how to work it out. I've been like I said, I've been a street minister for 33 years. Even in Savannah, there was some homeless dudes that kept saying, "Oh, when you come back, don't forget me. I'll help you build a house." Those are the men that I'm gonna drive to Savannah to see because they were being real sincere and they were like earth angels. You didn't meet them, I don't think, but there was a guy named Jerry. I believe his name was Jerry, and then when you first go down that street, on Laura Eisenhower, no, no, I said Laura, that's funny. On Eisenhower Parkway, I just remembered Laura Eisenhower. She's a friend of ours from the stars, but she's like that cosmic gypsy Gaia lady. Have you met her yet? She's really interesting. Miss Eisenhower, have you met her? Laura.
I don't think so.
Well, she has a big humanitarian movement, and she's doing a show in Florida, I think next month. So we have planned on doing something, meeting up at least in the North Georgia area to do oh wow, I was aiming all at the wrong place with my video. Sorry. Oh, this is recording now, my bad. I could turn this off and save my other battery in case I need it. Yeah, batteries are important nowadays. Chris, now I can you see me better or
Yeah,
I was just speaking because I have a lot to say. And in 30 seconds flat, it's like I don't have a problem with doing an introductory of my name and time of myself. I'm just not used to that. Neither are you. So we have to get used to sharing a platform for speaking. But you and I both know when synchronicity happens, like Jordan was getting lit. He's like, yo, I got something to say, doing his hair. That's the type of real stuff we need for the movement to move forward because we're
yeah.
not being fake. We're just being ourselves. And everybody has a different point of view because everyone's gone through different things to get here to even want to join the movement. But we know we need the movement and all the groups together that are on the same page can be channeled literally through my Ozdot tube, which I already built. Um, I just need somebody who knows how to upload content to a what's it called? WordPress site. If you know anyone or anyone listening knows how to upload content to a WordPress site, because our other film director is currently on a film, he can't really help us unless it's in between sets, which is not that often. So if I give him like say 20, even 50 videos, he could upload them in like an hour compared to me. So it's easier for me to pay him to do what he does because he's a professional movie producer, right? So all these little clips are going to go into a network stream that when we get the money, because there is fees involved, as you know, when it comes to TV. But for me to stream it through Roku, I don't know. Do you know what Roku is? You don't watch TV, so Roku, right? Roku is like a streaming device that works to people's Amazon phones. I'm sorry, Android phones and Apple phones. So you can stream to Samsung TV, Apple TV, through Roku, Amazon, Hulu, and the next thing you know, the movement is going to be on every open airwave, is what I'm trying to say.
I know it's gonna grow fast.
I mean, I've already done all the work. All we have to do is connect the dots and go. Like, that's where I'm at. So, all I needed today was a boost medically. Now that I know how to get my body back functioning, there's nothing that's going to stop me from seeing this due to fruition. So, when it comes to what we spoke about earlier, we have several people from other countries who are interested in getting into America via the work visa program, which your moving company, if you're interested, could do just to say you have 3 employees. I know females and males. I don't know how many people you actually want to do that for, but you get 30,000, I believe it's 30,000 per person as an employee up front under the new PPP program, which is blasted everywhere as a tax benefit. So say your moving company needed like, I don't know, 30 people or 144 people, you could literally hire them as helpers if you wanted to. That's all up to you, Chris Romano, because that's your business, not mine. But you could sponsor them, and then they would be going to college here because these are like doctorates level students who just want to be in a place that's safe so they can learn and focus on their trade and then take it back to where they're from and lift up the villages, which is our goal, right?
Yes.
And then we need a ship. So right now, where I'm at in my world compared to where you're at, it's a lot similar, except you're in a moving truck. I need a local helicopter. Um, I don't really like flying personally. I would prefer to be the ground crew. That's why I am the ground crew. I don't like going in airplanes just because if I'm not the one driving it or in the pilot seat next to the pilot, I just don't trust that for private reasons or no, personal reasons and previous experiences. I feel more comfortable personally in a like private jet or a helicopter where I'm the co-pilot
I'm losing you.
my uncle when I was a little. I see you. I see a black screen. It just yeah. You can. I wanted to show you this thing while I'm babbling away, but this is important. What I'm saying to record these things because once we put it out, I put this out. It is so. I mean, it is so. So even if you don't want to personally sponsor people, that's okay. Someone will because these are highly educated college students who just want a place to work and have a place to stay temporarily and then they go back home and then the next person comes as a caretaker for the land and you had land and houses and we were purchasing land for the same purpose and we also have an associate who wants to buy 1,000 acres in this neighborhood or wherever. um Finding 1,000 acres right now in the East Coast is like a needle in a haystack because we've been bought out by corporate businesses lately, and they come in and they offer you like, say you paid 350 for your house, they'll come through and be like, oh no no no, we'll give you 750, but it's technically worth 1.3 in a trust. It's worth a mint because once you put your land in a trust, no one can touch it, and everybody knows that, right? So, what I was suggesting to you earlier, as part of movement, is making people aware of these laws when it comes to the land. When you own the title to that land, you are only responsible for paying the taxes on it, which isn't that much. But if you use that land, if you own all this land and you're not using it, you could literally gift it to people to build little tiny homes or eco homes. And we have friends who know how to build houses overseas, but we also have a place in, I believe it's Taos, New Mexico, where the gentleman, I forgot his name, but I'll give you a link later. He builds literal fortresses out of recycled goods. So all we would need would be tires and glass bottles, which are all recyclables before they get crushed. Because before they get crushed, they're still usable. And you take the jars and you fill them up with dirt, like clay, mud, whatever you use to build your. You can use hemp, concrete, like whatever. Just fill them up, and then that aerates. So they're literally teaching you how to build homes and have your own hydroaeroponic system. I mean, the roof is made to filter the rain to live off the land. It's really awesome. It's like you'll have to look at it. It's about an hour to watch one of those documentaries. But they literally go around, and I could do that now if I had a trailer, get tires and glass that hasn't been broken, and you can build houses like that with tires and glass. He teaches people how to literally build. The only thing you have to purchase is like the ecosystem, the water system, or the electrical. But that those are things we can get and trade easily when we are able to move those products. Because you say you get them every month, 2 warehouses full, correct?
I can get a warehouse full every month. However, at this moment in time, my warehouses are full. So right now, every day that I can't go and do the jobs because I don't have it, like I have nowhere to put it. I have nowhere to get stuff. So people are finding other people to do it. So I'm losing my business every day. I'm losing a
We
little
don't
bit.
want to do that. How many people do you need to help you
Uh,
move
well,
that stuff?
well, right now, really I just need the movement to get going, really, because like either I can make it a business and just go sell the stuff and call it a day. But if I do that, well then it's not a movement; it's a business.
Well,
I
aren't we
like
here to do the movement? We're the creators. So tell me what size truck you would need to like what size truck would you need? How big are these warehouses? I mean, they're huge. They would take a semi, wouldn't they?
yeah. I probably got like probably like I'm guessing I might have 5 semis, 6 semis worth of stuff.
So if you got 6 semis worth of stuff, we would need at least 6 drivers because you can't carry that much on one load unless you did one of those. Ooh, could you do one of those like things where we fit it in a house? Like, because the houses that they travel with on trucks are the size of warehouses, right?
No, that's small. I
That's
got
too
probably
small.
like what? Probably got maybe I think it's about 5,000 square five. No, maybe maybe I probably have 5 to 6,000 square feet of warehouse stuff, but then I have three different stories high because I got shelves. So like
Oh,
three levels.
okay.
So
I'm
I got
still here.
so and I got shelving units. And I got stuff, and then I got stuff binned up. I don't know. I have I
Well, let's keep it simple. How many you have 2 warehouses, right?
yeah.
Stacked full to the ceiling, 3 stories high.
I mean, there's a few walkways. There's a little bit of walkway. You can walk around a little bit.
Okay, so
I
we could
probably I
literally.
have right now. I have 2 sectionals. I have 3 other couches. I have probably 30, 40 different dressers. I have a stainless steel kitchen set. I have a bunch of aquarium stuff. I have a bunch of World War I or World War II memorabilia. I have lots and lots of tools, lots and lots of paint, a lot of paint brushes. I have a
So
whole
say you
trailer.
wanted to get rid of all your paint and paintbrushes. Well, how
I
much
have. Oh,
would that be?
I have no idea. I don't pay for
Well,
nothing.
I know. I'm saying we could very easily take the paint and the paintbrushes and create art with it
Yes, yes.
already. That's a donation, but that could be something that people that like to paint do. And then when we have the festival, they'll be selling their art or prints using the paint. So that can go to good. Is it house paint or artist paint or any kind of paint? All kinds of paint.
Oh, well, yeah. You name it. I can make. Well, I got jewelry makers. I have nail
Okay, I
polish.
can do jewelry makers. I do jewelry. And then
I,
do you have
I
any
have I have 2 bins full of the nail polish that goes for like $10 to $15 a bottle. The expensive nail
okay, well,
polish.
come on. I know plenty of hairdressers and nail technicians. That's easy stuff to me.
Right,
But
right.
when it gets to the like, do you have any you know
But
those things that wash the pavement? What's it called? A airbrush thing? I'm not good at mechanics. You
the
know the
the
thing that
the
you use to
the
clean
power
your house?
washers. A
That thing.
power.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
have any of those?
Yes, I do. And
Okay.
now instead of selling those, I would rather use that as a tool and teach people how to use it and teach them how to fish.
Well, can you teach me how to use one with a broken back or is it heavy?
Uh, uh,
My back
I
is
I
healing, by
call
the way.
I call them adult squirt guns.
Squirt. Okay, I like adult squirt guns. They're like toys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
do you have the
now
equipment?
now 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 in my parents' garage, I have $20,000 teacher equipment for screen
A twenty
printing.
thousand dollar what?
I spent when in my 20s, I spent $20,000 on screen printing equipment.
So can we use that to make our t-shirts for the festivals? Would that be okay?
Yeah,
Or
yes, we can, as long as we have the space to do it.
okay, so I'm gonna need a truck big enough to hold all the stuff I'm saying yes to.
Although, at this moment,
Okay.
so that's if I bring it all. If I bring everything to Georgia and bring my operation all the way down to Georgia, but that
I'm not asking you to bring your whole operation to Georgia. What I'm saying is, I
I'm open.
already hold a seat in Georgia, and I can help move a lot of this stuff and use it for good. If the nail technicians would probably purchase all of your, um, they would be willing to purchase all of your nail polish as long as it's still good at the school, because my friend owns the school that teaches nails. Remember the school I told you about we're trying to purchase, which is on the, I can't talk about it on the video because it's private, but it's the biggest, one of the biggest schools in Atlanta, and they teach nails, hair, skin, and I'm trying to get the deal purchased so that we could teach people how to open med spas. Do you know what I mean by that? Of course you do. Med spas.
Just like how they make you feel better.
Okay, imagine you know what's going on with my health. I have Lyme disease and a whole bunch of other 7 out of 8 autoimmune disorders attacking my body at once, right? But today, I'm telling you, it's the first day I've been able to speak clearly since we last spoke. It's been that intense the past week. But if I had known all I needed was a B12 vitamin, I would not have missed a week of work. Now I'm back, but I still got to keep my IV packs in on ice just in case I go somewhere where they don't have what I need when my blood drops. Because whatever it is affected my neurological, um what do you call it? It's like nerve damage, right? But it's on 80% of my body. So I had 20% battery, but now I'm back to 50. Do you see how cool that is that that just happened to me today? And you called me on my way home, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, we still got to do this meeting, and I know it's going to go great. I don't care how long it takes because we are the people who created the we the people for the people to be free, not to be arrogant or anything." And you're right. It's going to take all of us putting our ego to the side for a minute and saying, "Look, I might not have much, but I can drive. And if I got my medicine, which I did, and it's just vitamins, B12 and CBD, and sometimes I have to get nutraceutical IVs if my blood drops because of the autoimmune disease, which is why I said I would have to travel with, or I'd prefer to travel with my own RV so that if I need to use the latrine on the road or take a nap, I don't want to stay in other people's. I don't do that. I would rather drive straight and just be awake for 24 hours or 12-hour shifts than stop in a place where I'm not comfortable sleeping because I won't be able to sleep anyway without my CPAP. Anyway, that's my only requirement for myself that I have to provide myself. I don't expect you to do that. But what I'm saying is I can come get that stuff. If I have a trailer and I can get my Cadillac tomorrow and pick up what I can move myself, and I will literally take pictures of everything. And if anyone gives me any monetary anything, it goes to the movement, correct?
Pretty much. I mean, yeah. I mean, I, I don't have I don't have all the answers. I don't want to have all the answers.
But you don't have to because that's what the attorney did. She wrote it all out, and I have all these. I don't think you've seen all the documentation yet from the Loved One Society, but it's literally how do you rebuild your world together. And I'm gonna give you guys copies of all these um free classes, by the way, that were prepared for people to learn to grow unity. Like you have no idea. Well, I think you do know how many people are already on our team, and we haven't even gone past our first week yet, knowing each other. Literally. I mean, yeah, I met you once and you vaguely remember me, but you know it was true because you were there, as was I, in Savannah, correct?
Right, right, right. Yep.
It was like a time shift happened when we met, and the same thing happened last week. Remember? Do you remember? Because I remember vaguely. but the big mosquito almost bit me. They like chewing on me a little too much. I know we're supposed to be friends with bugs, okay? So they say, but I did ask the bugs to stop biting me because that's how I got Lyme disease, and it almost killed me. If I had found out, I would have went and thought I was dying. But Lyme disease is treatable. It's just very painful, very very painful when it hits your brain. It's like kind of like your bones explode from the inside part. No matter what you do, you're like, oh my gosh, it hurts. But once you get the medicine, it's like, oh my gosh, I can deal with this. It's not so bad. And I have medicine from Dr. Hodge in Atlanta, and they were doing like $50,000 franchises just to get the word out on how to teach people plants over pills makes such a big difference in your life. You have, well, I know you know, or maybe you don't know, because unless you need it, you don't need it. But when you cannot walk, and you could take a little teeny tiny drop of oil that came from the plant, just like the pretty ones above my head, right there, and it literally makes all your pain go away in less than an hour, and it doesn't make you stoned or anything. It just kills pain. Because I don't want to get high. That's not my route. I fly. But me getting high on life is like seeing the movement forward. That would bring me so much infinite joy just to say, hey, you know what? This morning I thought I was dying and I wasn't going to make it to this meeting, but here I am pumped up, listening
Yeah.
to a fellow messenger, because that lady that was talking about you, see, it's different when someone talks about you to someone else, even in front of you, because she said you're the messenger, meaning
Who,
you're a
wait,
messenger. But it's
wait,
too
who
much.
said that?
Pardon?
Who said I was the messenger?
That lady, I forgot her name, in California.
Oh, Olivia.
Yeah, she said you were the messenger, and I said, yeah, but being the messenger is too much. So even a messenger has to share with other messengers to get the point, because it's not about you being the messenger. You're a messenger, correct? I'm a
Yeah.
messenger. You're a masculine messenger. I'm a feminine messenger, and we both have red hair, which is funny to me because I didn't even realize your hair was like that red, and it looks just like mine. Um, with the silver streaks and stuff on your beard, but your hair is dark brown. See, this is mine. Well, you can't see me because I put this silly background thing, but you can also make this look like a, if I can make it work, background. I can make it look like we're in space, right? Watch this. I think you'll like this for later. You could like play with it. Oh, I can't get it to work right now. Oh, there it is. See, I could be in space. Am I in space yet?
Yeah. Yep.
So now it looks like I'm in outer space, which would be a little maybe more appropriate when my hair is down and stuff. I'm doing I'm in a group. I'm working with the group. Let me say, I'm like the dancer slash what do you say, agent, right? So when you see me doing trippy stuff like this, I'll be like, "Hi, my name is Reverend Dr. Mayaz, and I was trained by the stars. How about you?" There's no telling what I'm gonna say because I'm just playing. Like we're trying to make a movie out of something that was really complicated to go through in life in a way that people won't be scared to embrace their own multidimensional reality, because it can be very scary, and you know that, and people don't need to do that by themselves, in my opinion, as the feminine speaker here. And I know masculine says, oh yeah, let's fight. No, when you have children, as you and I do, and those children are supernaturally gifted and highly intelligent on levels bigger than we were ever even given an opportunity, because these are all new earth children, right? They say everyone under the age of 25 is like a new earth child, meaning they have a different level of energetic understanding than what we received during the 60s and 70s while we were getting pummeled by life, right? But these children are like star seeds. They're very unique. They're very special. They're very divine. They need all they really need from us is to cheer them on because they know what to do. They're masters in education, and really all they need is a safe place to live where they don't get harmed by bullies or unfortunate events at our local. Oh, I don't want to think about it. What just happened recent? I don't know if you saw the news, but there was this incident that just happened in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's just it's to the point where you got to take your children out of public school just to make sure they are safe, and that's where we're at. So the Georgia Cyber Academies and the online tutors and all of us teachers who would be willing to volunteer to teach children from pre-K up are already on board. Chris, that like I don't know if you realize it, but 80% of the United States teachers just quit. Are you aware of that?
No.
80% was what I read. Now, I don't know if that's true, but just put your mind on that for a second. 1 second, not too long. If 80% of our teachers quit because they're not being treated as people ought to be treated, who teach our children everything they know, by the way, from pre K up, then we are going to have to teach our children by trusting the teachers that we know online already. And I'm only using Georgia Cyber Academy as an example because I believe they have, I don't know, the whole state of Georgia that goes to public school online, they give you a laptop for free. The teachers are so sweet, but they don't make enough money. So we do stuff, or they ask us to do stuff to help them, keep funds flowing, to keep the teachers paid. It's not a charter school, it's more like a public school that used to be a charter school, and we'd prefer it as it was before, because before the government took over it, it was a lot more how do I say this? Our children that go to school there are highly intelligent. They're very well trained on everything that we don't know how to do. Like they Google, uh, there's a big bug. Google, or they know how to talk online and record stuff, and they know like these things that we call, uh, how we're going back to paper and pen. They have mastered digital everything by first grade, so their brains are like sponges. But to them, that's easy. To them, this is nothing. Like, why do we need Zoom when you can do it on Google and then stream it? But they're learning like digital streaming in fifth grade. So when these children graduate from George Cyber Academy, they're going to the local college, which was brick and mortar, and they're like the top 2% in the country on this. Like, I mean, they get everything like so well because the bullies are removed from the room. It's zero tolerance. And I mean zero tolerance. So if a bully enters the classroom, they say, okay, little bully, we're going to give you your own classroom and we're going to give you a couple teachers because obviously you need some help. Do you need counseling? Like, is your mom okay? Is it your father? Like, why are you acting out? They're not going to just call the people and take your child away. They're going to be like, let's talk to your mother, your father, and figure out what your problem is, or whoever your parental is. It could be an adopted child, it could be whoever, but whoever your learning coach is, which is what I am, has to be your negotiator when you have issues at school, which isn't very often. But say they get like a tough class and they have to retake it, you could still graduate. So we've got children graduating at 17 years old and then going to like the bigger university. Mind you, they're 17, but they're intellectually more easier. I don't know the word. They can absorb the content in a brick and mortar so much easier because they're used to being online and staying focused at what the teacher says and then doing their notes to study. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, brick and mortar to them is easier than online, because online you got like these children study anywhere from 10 to 14 hours a day from the time they're in pre-K up until they graduate, and everything counts. Meaning if you have to go do a a soccer game because you're more of an athlete type, but you still have to keep your grades at an A in my world anyway. I don't know other parents, but mine is if you don't have a B or above, you don't get to go to do anything else because school comes first. And I've always been that way because education is key. But these children, they know what to do. It's a matter of us being their guide and their teachers and their parents or their aunts or uncles or you have children, don't you? A daughter, I believe,
Yep.
17 years old,
Yep.
getting ready to go to college.
No, I don't think so.
What she want to do? Trade school or just be herself?
Animals.
Oh, I love animals. Is she like a vet?
She's not sure yet. She's not good at challenging herself.
Well, that's what we're all here for because she's gonna need a little guidance, and she might even need to try a couple things to see what she wants to do. Like she could be a pet healer to start out just by learning pet Reiki because that's what I learned energy healing for pets, and then you just stand there and you first have to take the Reiki class, and then you just pray in and then you calm the pet. When you calm the pet, that peace, love, and light flows through the pet. It eases their energy and then their body starts to restore itself. Make sense? You know what Reiki is, right? It's your inner light. So Reiki is the light, basically, from source. And a master Asui Reiki class is like taught in 3 levels. There's like level one, two, and wait, I might have it wrong. One, two. There's level one, level two, and then there's some people teach three. But I took the Reiki Masters class, and then I started using rainbow rays from my own safe space because that's I had to do that because even that was infiltrated at some point, and you got to know your own craft, whatever it is. So if someone else is like stuttering or has a speech impediment, you can kind of send them love and say, hey, it's okay, you can speak, you can speak, and then they won't stutter. They'll just speak clear as a bell, just like you did. My hair looks terrible, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared to do this. And I'm not scared to share it because I'm speaking from my heart, and I have enough children that know I'm telling you the truth. I have um I think 13. I lost count of godchildren, and then I we've got like probably about 26 grandchildren altogether, and then we've got relatives interested in joining the movement right now, and depending on what we can do to get them here in the United States is gonna we're gonna make huge blessings, like blissful existence all over planet Earth as best as we know how. And not everyone can do that, honestly, because you have to go through your own level of awareness to know who you are, why you're here, and what your purpose is to even be on the board. But if you're on the board, which we are on the board, or we wouldn't be talking, we're bringing 8 billion people an opportunity to awaken into a new earth that is more easier for survival, right? We can't go wrong as long as we keep it all to the good and the greatest good of all. You said it's not mine, it's not yours, it's everybody. So everybody that's going to listen to this and watch this knows we're just starting out. But I've been around a long time, and so have you. But this is our first recording of the movement, which was funded or founded by, you started it, you're the founder, Chris Romano. And then you've got myself and Jordan, and how many people you said? 15 of us or 144 of us? Or was it 255? I forgot. Are you there? I think he took I'll be right back. Yeah, we were trying to figure out how many people were here. and ready to join the movement. And the movement, you can come with your own group, your own team, or just yourself. Either way, it's all equally important. Everyone matters on this team. We have a couple videos of Jordan speaking, which is very interesting. We have Chris Romano somewhere there in his office. He probably wanted to go check something and come right back. And I didn't get a message. So that was all I wanted to say. Are you still there, Chris? I can keep going, but I'd rather not. Okay, well, I'll keep going. We have David Roca. What should I call? Well, David has a band called Topper Voices of Rock and Soul, and he's gonna do a concert for us to raise funds to make sure everyone gets their medical supplies so that we can get back on the road working now that we know what works. For my own, I'll be on the road working very soon. As soon as you tell me when, how, and where. I was waiting on you to come back to the room because you kind of left me looking at your toy box. Isn't that what that is? Toys, rubber duckies. Chris, are you there?
Yeah, I am
Thank you.
kind of.
I was
I
getting
am.
tired.
I am getting sleepy though. I woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning, so I,
Yeah.
I am getting, and I only slept for like 3 4 hours yesterday, so my sleep is catching up to me.
Well, can you give me your favorite galactic speech before you go to bed so that I can share this video and edit it and know that it's ready to be shared? Because we didn't say anything that we didn't mean to that I know of.
The movement is upon us. It is happening. You can either be a part of it or you can watch it happen, but it is happening. We
Right
continue to
now.
be a part of it as we all have a piece of the puzzle. So we invite you to join forces and show your piece of the puzzle and play your position to the best of your ability. Thank you.
And so it is. I agree. Anything else you want to add so you can go to sleep? How do you want them to reach you? Via my station? Is that better to give you some time to rest? Because we got to get this stuff ready and I got to.
Yeah,
Do I need,
I,
before we hang up, do I need to rent a truck or do you already have one? Like a trailer that I can pick up locally? I'm not going to drive one all the way from Georgia up there, just pick stuff up. I'll get a trailer there if I need to, like a U-Haul maybe. Or do you have a truck? A trailer?
um, I have pickup trucks. I have, and then we're supposed to be picking up my truck on Monday, my box truck. It's not registered or anything yet, but we're picking it up. As
Well, I can drive a box truck about the size of a semi as long as it's automatic. But if I would need a CDL, I would have to get you to give me a 5-minute crash course so I can go pass the test again. I haven't had to do that
no,
in like
I
30
no,
years.
I don't drive semi trucks. I drive like so my moving company pretty much I clean out homes and then I move people and when I move people as of up to now I usually use a U-Haul or a Penske truck. So
Okay,
there's a
Chris, what is
unlimited
that?
what?
I'm sorry. Whatever that was looked like a mushroom. What was that? You're moving around so much.
Yeah,
Anyway, though your picture was like on something that looked like a mushroom. I was like, what is that? I'm sorry, I couldn't help but ask. Something you were aiming at looked like a mushroom. I was like, Chris,
I don't know.
you move more than a lion on the camera. You're like,
Yeah, well, yeah, I just kind of put my head down a
you're
little bit.
sleepy. Okay, well, go sleep. But I'll figure it out. Can you text me the address on my cell phone so I can at least map post it and
Uh,
then figure out.
all right, I'll text you my address.
Yeah, I'll do all that. You go rest later. Peace.
Yeah,
Thanks for being on the
yes,
show.
yes, and then I'll talk more. We're gonna talk more soon. Cause
Hey, and I'm so proud of you. You did so great for your first show.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Can I have your permission, please, to share this with humanity? Please say yes. Yes. Don't make me edit it. Is that okay? We didn't say anything bad. I'll edit it myself. Is that okay?
Yes, yes,
Yes, no.
yeah.
Okay, go sleep. I'll see you in the morning. What time are you getting up?
No,
11?
well, I gotta go to the dump. I got a truckload of stuff I'm throwing at the have to throw away.
Okay, but if it's got tires or glass, don't throw it away because we
You're
use
right.
that for our house.
All right, all right. Oh, I
I
get you a
promise
whole
it's
bunch of.
soft,
I can get
but
you a lot of
some stuff
tires.
can be saved. Pardon?
I can get you a lot of tires.
Okay, well, let's work on that and go get some sleep, and I'll call you tomorrow
All right,
after I'm done with my other job.
all right. We'll talk soon.
All right, peace. Thanks, brother. Have a great
Thank you.
night. Later.
All right, later. Good night.